And some positive news coming out of Peel Region tonight. The curve appears to be flattening here, and some seniors' homes are even declaring that their outbreaks are over. The medical officer of health here says the worst has been averted, and that is no small feat.
Together, we have saved lives and protected our frontline workers and responders. But I want to be clear about what flattening the curve means. Flattening the curve does not mean that all is well and back to normal. Flattening the curve simply means that we have controlled the fire. It means what we do now matters that much more.
And some promising testing numbers. Healthcare partners have tested all staff and residents at 27 of the 28 long-term care facilities in the region, with the final facility slated to be tested by the end of this week. Meantime, in Brampton, Mayor Patrick Brown says with the weather getting nicer and some seasonal businesses starting up again, it's more important now than ever before to remain vigilant. He also had a stern warning about littering in the community. He says council is considering changing the fines for throwing gloves and masks on the ground from littering to a hazardous materials charge.
The message is, if you're going to take your gloves off, don't you dare throw them on the ground. Make sure they're disposed of properly. We can't do all this great work of physical distancing, of having the hand sanitizer, being careful in grocery stores, and then being careless on how we dispose of those items. So Brampton, I'm going to ask you to take that seriously.
Mayor Bonnie Crombie in Mississauga also says the number of new cases in this city is beginning to stabilize, and that is resulting in the gradual reopening of the economy.
We must take this slow and steady and have a solid plan in place before we considering opening the economy any further. We cannot get too ahead of ourselves too quickly, or we run the risk of doing this all over again, and none of us wants that. The good news is that the virus is no longer setting the timelines. The virus isn't controlling us. We are controlling the virus.
The mayor made a plea to other levels of government today for more funding as they continue to lose significant revenue. She says they are stretched thin and have taken a huge financial hit, $90 to $100 million estimated within 6 months. She also says warm temperatures have brought about particularly dangerous behavior. Sidewalks and parking lots packed, particularly in the Port Credit area this weekend. One ice cream shop had to close because people were not respecting physical distancing measures. She says she will not allow crowding like this to continue. Both Brampton and Mississauga continue to issue COVID-related tickets, and they both appear to be dealing with huge gatherings inside parking lots. In Brampton, for instance, 30 vehicles gathered this week, and in Mississauga, 100 vehicles gathered outside of a coffee shop. Mayor Bonnie Crombie says that can no longer continue.